Hello, class 225, pathophysiology. Sorry, I was incognito last couple of days. I had a really terrible cold and I just could not show my face. So here I am, last minute. I know you guys are working feverishly to get this assignment done tonight, pathology of cancer. So I'm going to review a little bit on what to do and what not to do for it. And then I'm going to give a quick update on what's coming because the midterm is coming. So I'll have another video midweek, somewhere before Thanksgiving, during my cooking for 10 people. So I will do a quickie review so that you're prepared for your midterm and what to expect. Okay, but for today, I'm going to review this assignment as to what you need to do to make this an A. It's not hard. I think if you're just organized and you go stepwise, you should be just fine. So obviously you've done all the readings by now. It's Sunday night. You should have done all the readings and all the course resources. And hopefully you have chosen a type of cancer. I chose to discuss today Ewing sarcoma. Being that I was a podiatrist and I did see some bone cancers, I followed up and made sure I found something on it. And I'll give you an example of how I would do it if I was to do this assignment. So conduct the research that you need to do, probably at least 2, resources, maybe 3. You can go as high as 5, whatever, but I just picked one for you today so that you can, at least have a sample of what you need to do. So when you do this written report, again, make sure, I'm going to annotate now, that you go stepwise through each of these check marks and then double check your rubric, because that's how I grade it, based on the rubric, right? So make sure you go stepwise and discuss the chosen cancer as to how the cells mutate, if there is a gene for it, if you've identified, or obviously if it has been identified, that we know the exact gene sequence that causes this mutation, go for it. Make sure you write it down. Make sure you also talk about how the cancer progresses in the various stages. So for example, colon cancer is stage 1, 2, 3, right? So is like melanoma, right? Some cancers are not staged, right? So if it is staged, make sure you write down the progression, the behaviors of the cancer, the signs, symptoms, and residual cough from being sick. The signs and symptoms, and of course the treatment. Make sure it's APA style format. Go to grammarly.com, or I've always showed you my other website that I like to go to, which is Purdue Owl. All right, and make sure that it's done by 11:59 p.m. tonight, Mountain Standard Time. Okay, and I think I did this video last week, but I'm just going to do it again as a reminder. If you stick with your rubric for this cancer assignment, you will get your 20 points. I'm not a stickler, but I am a stickler when it comes to making sure that you satisfy all elements of the rubric. And if you don't, I will make a comment within the rubric itself, so that you know what was missed. Okay. All right. Now, without further ado, let me go to my open section here. And I'm going to go and open this up a little bit more. Give me 1 second so I can see. Actually, that's too much. There we go. Maybe I'll do presentation style. Where is that? There we go. Okay, now we're good. So Elsevier is a great educational site for anything medical, whether you're a nurse or a doctor. So that's my other go-to besides the National Library of Medicine. So Ewing sarcoma has an peeled away look, and they sometimes say that it has an onion-shaped appearance. It is mostly found on long bones, such as the humerus, tibia, femur, and it will have layers of periosteal lifting. So the periosteum, let me just do this. The periosteum is this right here. So the periosteum is a layer that is on top of the bone, and there's periosteal lifting that you'll see with this type of cancer. Okay. The pathology is that unfortunately the mass moves pretty quickly. It is diagnosed in childhood. The child will have pain, bone pain, and an X-ray will diagnose it. Very easy to diagnose. Okay, so if I will provide this with my video so that you, if you're interested in reading about Ewing sarcoma, here it is. Okay, differential diagnosis. There are other bone tumors, solitary bone cyst, aneurysmal bone cyst, and osteosarcoma. There are other different types of bone cancers that may look the same. Okay, so that's pretty simple. And then bone biopsy, you will find the infiltration of white blood cells. And so that will be an inkling as to how severe the Ewing sarcoma is. And then there is a genetic basis, and these are the gene sequences and the chromosomal abnormalities. Of course, if I was to do this assignment, I would name I would list it as best I could, because remember, this is not like a huge research paper or anything. It's like 300 to 500 words, right? So anyway, so I found the genetic rearrangements and the genetic sequences that can lead to these types of bone tumors, including the Ewing sarcoma and Ewing-like sarcoma sequencing. And then, of course, there are different variations of it. Okay, so differential diagnosis, you have different types of bone cysts and bone cancers. The prognosis, unfortunately, the 5-year survival is only 65%. So you have a little bit over 50-50 shot whether you're going to live 5 years or not. And this is sad because this diagnosis is mostly found in the average median age of 13 years old. All right, so this is all the histological samples of metastatic tumors, and these are my references. And so easy for me to take this PDF and turn it into an assignment with all my references. So I do hope that this helped you. And now, actually, no, I'm not going to pause my share. I'm going to resume my share, and I'm going to go to what I want to do, which is to go over this week's assignment and what you're going to be doing this week. So let's go there. Welcome to this following week and give you an inkling as to what we're going to be doing. So let me go here. This is a big week. And of course, it's also a big week for us because it's Thanksgiving. So I'm probably going to cut this video short and then do another video probably Tuesday or Wednesday in preparation for, as you can see, the midterm exam, which is 7 days from now due. So yeah, you can take it on Thanksgiving Day if you want, but I'm sure you won't. You'll probably be studying all day Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, and I would say take the test Saturday. So I will try to do a video midweek or late week to kind of like go over things and see where we're at so that you're nice and prepped for your midterm. So what are we doing this week? This week, we're going to do nervous system and the pathophysiology of nervous system. And we're doing musculoskeletal system and the pathophysiology of skeletal system. So I might have a lot of work as well, doing maybe 2 or 3 videos, one on the pathophysiology of nervous system. I'll pick a nervous system disorder, but I may kill 2 birds with one stone and talk about MS because that covers both. Hey, why not, right? So I'm going to pick MS as a disease because it does involve the musculoskeletal system, but it is also a nervous system disorder, pathology, I should say. So I'm going to pick MS. You're going to pick whatever you want to pick because your assignment will be neurological and musculoskeletal musculoskeletal system. Okay, so pick a disease, neurological and musculoskeletal system. All right, you could pick one like I did, which covers both, or one that's purely neurological and one that's purely musculoskeletal. Your choice. Okay. Sometimes it overlaps. What else? So to wrap up this video, finish up your assignment tonight, and this big week, the week of Thanksgiving is week 4. We're halfway through. I can't believe it. We're flying through this course. And so you'll have a lot to do this week. New learning content, nervous system and musculoskeletal system pathology, as well as studying for the midterm. And I will have another video. One will be a review for the midterm, and the second one will be on MS. Okay? All right. And I hope this video was useful to you. And I will see you soon again in another video. Bye all.